Breakups, whether they creep in like a subtle shift or crash down like a thunderstorm, are among the hardest emotional battles you'll face. When she says, "I need space," or walks away, it feels like your entire world has been upended. Suddenly, the questions flood in. What went wrong? Can I fix this? Does she even care anymore? That overwhelming urge to do something, to act, to repair the broken pieces is natural. But here's the paradox in breakups: what you choose not to do often carries more weight than what you do. Breakups are more than endings. They're moments of clarity, an unfiltered reflection of who you are. They reveal your strengths, expose your weaknesses, and offer a rare chance to grow into someone better. Today, we're exploring 5 mistakes you must avoid when she pulls away. These aren't surface-level tips, they're grounded in emotional intelligence and the psychology of connection. Let's dive in. Point 1. Don't get reactive. When she pulls away, it's like an alarm blaring in your mind, triggering a whirlwind of emotions: anger, sadness, panic, desperation. Your first instinct might be to lash out, send a flood of texts, or show up at her door uninvited. But here's the thing: reacting emotionally does nothing but widen the gap between you. Picture this: a captain steering a ship through a violent storm. If he panics, turning the wheel erratically, the ship capsizes. But if he steadies his grip, evaluates the situation, and makes calculated moves, he can guide the ship to safety. That's what you need to do here. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means allowing yourself to process them privately before taking action. By staying composed, you signal 2 powerful messages. You respect her space, and you respect your own worth. This calm, steady energy is magnetic. It shows that while you may be hurting, you're not letting your emotions dictate your actions. Point 2. Don't try to logic your way back. Here's a tough truth: you can't argue your way back into someone's heart. Relationships are emotional, not logical. When a woman pulls away, it's usually because something in her emotional connection has shifted. Trying to convince her to stay, by reminding her of your history, listing your good qualities, or explaining why you're a perfect match, rarely works. Think about it. Have you ever fallen out of love with a song or a hobby you once adored? If someone gave you a list of reasons why it's great, would it reignite your passion for it? Probably not. Feelings don't respond to logic, they respond to experience. Instead of trying to change her mind with words, focus on changing her perception through your actions. Dedicate yourself to personal growth, not out of desperation to win her back, but because investing in yourself is always the right move. When you're thriving emotionally, physically, and mentally, you create an undeniable energy that people are naturally drawn to. Point 3, stop asking to talk. Can we talk? Seems harmless, maybe even responsible, but during a breakup, it can come across as clingy or even manipulative. It's often an attempt to force closure or validation when she may not be ready or willing to give it. Imagine you've heard your favorite song over and over again. No matter how good it is, constant repetition makes you want to skip it. When you keep asking to talk, you're replaying the same conversation, the same emotions, and the same tension. Over time, it becomes exhausting for her. Instead of forcing conversations, step back. Let silence do the heavy lifting. Silence isn't about giving up. It's about creating space for her to reflect, for her to miss you, and for you to regain your emotional balance. In that quiet, curiosity and attraction can have room to breathe again. Point 4, don't apologize excessively. Apologies are important, but over-apologizing is self-sabotage is sabotage. When you repeatedly say, "I'm sorry, I'll do better," you unintentionally tip the scales of your relationship. You place her on a pedestal, and yourself in a position of seeking approval. This imbalance erodes respect, and without respect, attraction fades. Think of a company that keeps apologizing for a defective product, but never actually improves it. Would you trust them again? Of course not. Genuine trust and attraction come from actions, not empty words. Acknowledge your mistakes once, clearly and sincerely. Then shift your focus to self-improvement. Don't promise you'll change, demonstrate it. Whether it's hitting the gym, pursuing a new passion, or simply working on your mindset, let your growth speak louder than words. Point 5. Never keep reaching out. When she pulls away, it's almost like your instincts hit a panic button, urging you to do something. Send that, just checking in text, comment on her post, keep the conversation alive. It feels harmless, even logical, right? But here's the reality. Reaching out repeatedly can have the opposite effect. Instead of closing the gap, it widens it. Think of it like magnets. When you try to force two magnets together the wrong way, they push apart with even more intensity. That's what happens when you chase. Your energy feels desperate, and desperation is a repellent. But if you step back and give her space, you create room for something powerful, curiosity. When you shift your focus to you, your goals, your passions, your self-improvement, you become a force she can't help but notice. She starts to wonder, why isn't he reaching out? What's he up to? That intrigue is far more compelling than any, hey, just wanted to check in text. So resist the urge to chase. Silence isn't about ignoring her. It's about respecting her need for space while building your own magnetic energy. The best message you can send is through your actions, living your best life, and becoming the person she can't stop thinking about. Breakups are gut-wrenching. They test your resilience, your patience, and your ability to grow. But they're also a turning point, a chance to redefine yourself and step into a stronger, more confident version of who you are. By avoiding these 5 mistakes, you're not just preserving your dignity, you're setting the stage for growth, clarity, and future success. Whether she comes back or not, your focus should always be on you, on becoming someone who lives with purpose, passion, and confidence. This isn't the end of your story. It's the start of your comeback. It's packed with actionable strategies to help you navigate this time with strength and clarity. You've got this, my friend. Let's make this your moment of transformation.